Imagine walking into your house after work, and your wife asks, "Did you finally buy us our dream home?" You smile proudly and reply, "No, but I bought a flower." Not just any flower, a flower worth more than the house itself. It sounds like the setup to a comedy sketch, but nearly 400 years ago, thousands of people actually made decisions like this. Welcome to one of history's funniest financial disasters, Tulip Mania. In the early 1600s, the Dutch Republic was one of the richest places in the world. Trade was booming, merchants were making fortunes, and luxury goods from across the globe were pouring into Europe. Among them was a beautiful flower from the Ottoman Empire, the tulip. At first, tulips were simply a symbol of wealth. Rich families planted them in their gardens to show off their status, much like someone driving a Lamborghini today. But then nature added an unexpected twist. A virus caused some tulips to develop spectacular striped and flame-like patterns, making them incredibly rare. Instead of avoiding these damaged flowers, people wanted them even more. As demand exploded, tulip prices began rising at an unbelievable pace. Before long, people weren't buying tulips because they loved gardening, they were buying them because they believed someone else would pay even more tomorrow. Merchants, bakers, blacksmiths, sailors, and even people who had never planted a flower in their lives suddenly became investment experts. Imagine your barber telling you to forget stocks because flowers were the future, and everyone nodding in agreement. Soon, things became even crazier. People stopped trading actual tulips and started buying contracts for tulips that hadn't even been dug out of the ground yet. They were essentially trading future flowers. Taverns turned into trading floors where deals worth fortunes were made over mugs of beer. One of the rarest tulips, called the Semper Augustus, reportedly became so valuable that a single bulb could cost as much as a luxurious house in Amsterdam. Imagine selling your home, proudly returning to your family, and saying, "Don't worry, we don't have a house anymore, but look at this amazing flower." The most dangerous part of the bubble wasn't the flowers. It was the psychology. Every day prices went higher, and every day more people became convinced they couldn't lose. If your neighbor doubled his money, you wanted in. If your cousin became rich from tulips, you bought more. Nobody wanted to be the only person missing out. Then, in February 1637, everything changed. At one ordinary tulip auction, buyers simply didn't show up. There was no dramatic announcement, no natural disaster, and no war. People just stopped buying. That tiny moment shattered everyone's confidence. If nobody wanted tulips today, who would buy them tomorrow? Panic spread instantly. Everyone rushed to sell, but almost nobody wanted to buy. Prices collapsed so quickly that bulbs worth fortunes became nearly worthless within weeks. Many people lost their savings, businesses failed, and dreams of easy wealth disappeared almost overnight. The funniest part is that the tulips themselves never changed. They were still the same beautiful flowers they had always been. The only thing that changed was what people believed they were worth. Tulip Mania has become one of history's greatest examples of how markets are driven not just by numbers, but by human emotions, greed, excitement, and the fear of missing out. Centuries later, the investments may have changed, from railroad stocks to internet companies to cryptocurrencies, but human psychology remains exactly the same. So the next time someone tells you, "This investment can only go up," remember the people who once traded